guys, welcome back to Pilates Thread. I'm Jo. If this is your first time finding us, welcome. We are Pilates trainers focused on the core fundamentals that make up Pilates and all that it is. But we are also a Pilates community spanning the globe. I am in Melbourne, Australia, and the other half of Pilates Thread, Laurie, is up in Greenville, South Carolina. So this video is part of our Stuff We Like and Sometimes Not segment. And I am super excited because I have another new toy to look at and to review with you guys and let you know how it is. So this is an unboxing video, which I'm super excited about. I ordered this, what's in this box, about 3 weeks ago, and because the post is taking forever and ever, it's taken that long to get here, even though this is an Australian company. So yeah, all right, so without any further ado, let's get to it. We'll open it up and see what's in my box. Very, very excited. It is a new mat. So we're gonna look today at this new mat versus the mat that I have had for, I don't know, about 10 years. I've had a new mat. I've had my last mat for about 10 years. Let's see, let's get this one out. Packed in here tight. Oh, and it has a strap. Yay. This is a strap to keep it all wrapped up. Okay, this is my new mat. This is made by phatmats. Can you guys see that? There it is, phatmats. And this is an Australian company that I found. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited about that. To be able to find local companies. I don't know if they're local to Melbourne or just Australia, but here we go. This mat that I got is 10 millimeters thick. So it is the suggestion for Pilates. So if we look out there for mats when we're getting ready to do Pilates and you're kind of like, where should I get a mat? What should I get? Yoga mats are really all that are out there. If you search a Pilates mat, you get yoga mat options, which are totally fine. But one of the major differences with a specific yoga mat and something that's going to be more beneficial for Pilates is that your yoga mats are really, really thin because of all of the standing poses and the balancing that happens. If you've got too much cushion under your feet, that's going to affect your balance. With Pilates, we're on our backs and we're actually doing a fair bit of rolling on our spine. And so having more cushion is really important. And when we do standing pieces, a lot of times in my classes, I just have us step off of the mat. If your mat is thick enough that it's going to mess with your balance, I have us just stand on the floor because we're not really standing for too many poses anyway. And so a thicker mat is definitely better for Pilates. So according to their website, the 10 millimeter mat was the suggested thickness for Pilates practice. And I got it in green. It's the Pilates Thread green. It comes in all of these different colors, you guys. It comes in, let's see, they've got red, purple, orange, blue, yellow, green, and pink. Because who doesn't like a colorful mat? So if you go to their website, which I will put in the description below, I'll give you guys a link to this, phatmats.com.au. You actually have the option to get your name printed on your mat if you like, or whatever you might like. So you just have to email them and tell them what you want on your mat, and they'll do it for you. So it's kind of a cool thing, and it's not overly expensive. It was really it was a good price for a good mat. So let's roll this out, and we'll see what we got. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is awesome. So right away, it's rolling out and laying fairly flat, which is really kind of tricky with mats because they tend to stay all balled up, right, for transport. And so when you roll it out, you have one end or the other that wants to kind of flip up on you. And so this is thick enough and heavy enough that it's staying fairly flat. As I'm saying that, this is not staying flat, but I think that it will stay down nicely. It's got a little bit of grip on the floor. It's kind of got a little bit of a rubber texture to it, but it's not sticky. It's really nice, and it's comfortable to sit on. Here, so the 10 millimeter thick mat as compared with the mat that I've been using. So if you've been watching our videos, you know that I have my purple mat, and I love this mat, you guys. This is really pretty nice. I guess if I look at the thickness, this one's probably about 6 millimeters thick. But it's got a little bit more of like a traditional yoga mat feel to it. But if I lay this out, yeah, it's probably about 6 millimeters thick versus the 10 of this new one. And right away, my mat that I've been using for a while has sort of a slick feeling to it. So when I stand on it, I feel nice and grippy, but when I come down into an upstretch or I come into a plank, it's got a little bit more slippiness to it. I like to put maybe a towel there to kind of give myself a little bit of grip. This one immediately, just right off the bat, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna need any sort of grippy assistance. Just being on the mat and letting it be what it is, I think is gonna be sufficient. So that's kind of cool. One less thing to have to carry with me. I don't remember the brand of this mat that I've been using. I got it while I was living in England years ago from, I think, a running shop. It was really nothing special, but it's been really great. So you may have a mat that you've had for ages that you just really love, and that's fine. But I was really anxious to try this thicker mat. That is also portable, right? So when we're looking at some of the thicker mat options, they don't roll up very nice. They're really bulky. They're kind of hard to kind of stick into a bag or carry with you, or they don't necessarily stay rolled up very nice. But this one has got some nice density to it, and I think it's gonna do really nice. So I'm gonna do a Pilates workout and see how it feels and how it holds up to all of the spinal rolling and standing on it, balance. Do I need to step onto the floor, or can I stay on the mat and feel nice and firm? And that sort of slippy sensation that my other mat has, does this one actually hold up whenever I'm practicing? Does it start to get slick as it's worn or as it's used, or does it kind of hold its grip? So I'm gonna give it a try, sort of run it through its paces, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So I have just finished another workout on my new wonderful bright green fat mat. I unboxed it a couple weeks ago, so I'm just now finishing this video. I've given the mat a couple of weeks worth of workouts, and I am so pleased with my mat. It's really nice and supportive. Comfortable to roll on the spine, but it's also really durable. So when I'm in a plank position or when I'm standing, my body doesn't imprint into the spine, into the mat. It doesn't sink or create like an imprint in the mat, throwing me off of my balance or putting extra pressure sort of on my wrist joints or anything else. So from start to finish, the mat has been really, really great. One of the things I noted when I unboxed it was that it felt like it was not going to be too slippy, that it was going to be really solid. And I've got to say, it has held up to be nice and solid. I don't feel like I need to put anything else down on the mat to give me some grip. And from start to finish of a workout, it's just as supportive and solid as it is at the beginning. So a couple weeks in, I'm really loving it. And so I'll keep using it, and we'll see how it holds up over like the next year or whatever. So in the description below is a link to phatmats with a specific link to the mat that I purchased. So check them out. They do offer international shipping like information. It says on their website if you want international shipping to contact them. So I assume that they're willing to do it, but you just have to get in touch with them in order to find out what it's going to cost or whatnot. So for those of you who are watching that are not in Australia, don't let that deter you from checking out this very awesome company and giving them some support. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for what's next. Leave us a comment below if there's something that you've got that you've been wanting to try, and Laurie and I will give it a go for you and let you know what we think. See you later.